Good evening. I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer for the Deviant the Renegades line. These are my regular tabletop group in quarantine. Go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick.
Jake playing Steve.
Noel playing Benji.
Rachel playing Thompson.
And Mark playing Solomon.
Okay. So before we start, let's go ahead and get some quotes from last session.
All right, it was a short quote session. Hopefully it gives you guys some context on what we did, because aside from plot against Dunk, I don't know anymore. Then we would show him why he needs a spacesuit, and his spacesuit doesn't work. You guys are monsters. Even ghosts have to pee sometimes? I don't think that's the case. You can use athletics, but it'll come with a price. If it gets me 2 more dice, it's worth it. The darkness attacks you in Soviet Russia. Saul's dealing with it in a way only he understands. And that is it.
All right.
I remember
So-
none of this.
It's been a few weeks
Yeah.
because we skipped out last session because of New Year's. Okay, well, where we were last week, right before we ended, we were ready to roll initiative. Does anyone remember why we were rolling initiative?
No.
Oh,
Yay!
No.
This is why before we breaks are
we're
risky.
about to roll initiative?
Yeah. Okay. So there was the darkness
Yeah.
lady.
Darkness, and I threw Steve off the building.
Yes, the darkness threw
Oh,
Steve. Yeah, you
that's
threw Steve up there.
right.
That I remember.
Right. Yeah.
Somebody storming the castle.
Someone
We need
is
to find a
storming the
moving
castle.
pole and some boiling oil.
The dearth of those even in the 70s. So someone had broken in through a window on the 3rd floor. I think it was the 3rd floor. It was pretty low on the list. Remember, you're also being watched by a bunch of birds, an owl, and a bunch of pigeons.
Yeah.
All of it, they were cased in the joint. So darkness lady was someone that Benji helped change a battery in her car at some point, so he kind of recognized her. She doesn't seem to be acting like any kind of sapient creature, sort of very animalistic, scratching at the window to the upstairs.
Just the
Yeah.
time at one point of animal can. No.
So there's that, and yeah, Steve splattered on the pavement because when you have rapid healing 5, I don't feel bad doing that. And Benji had been, I think, knocked down the stairs and took a very small amount of damage.
Yep.
And Tamsin was, I can't remember whether you were running up the stairs or running back down the stairs, but you were near the top at the time as well. No one manning the reception desk at the moment. Because
The reason that I fell
Hey,
down
Cosmo.
the stairs is I pulled Solomon inside,
Yep,
and he's got Stormcaller up, pushing everybody away from him.
correct.
I am reasonably certain that we left the raccoon at the desk.
I think Cosmo's at the front desk.
Great. And I'm sure that he can be trusted to prevent any unauthorized access to the building.
Hey, we're not supposed to be good at our jobs, remember? that was the goal. That was the whole idea.
They took away my very competent person, and so I am purposefully putting the only option I have in place, which is a guy who leaves the desk in charge of a raccoon.
Leaves a guy who leaves a raccoon in charge of the desk.
Yes.
The desk is not in charge of the raccoon.
Well, the desk
Oh.
is in the charge
Okay,
of
Desky.
the raccoon.
Watch this raccoon.
I didn't say in charge of, in the charge of.
Probably more qualified to be a receptionist than the raccoon. At least he's seen the job done.
Oh. Anyway,
Oh, fun times.
the bottom line is, if they let me have Abby, this wouldn't have happened.
Right. The reason we were rolling initiative wasn't because we were expecting heavy amounts of combat. because right now she's scritching at the outside of the door and isn't an immediate threat. But mostly because we were having a sense that a lot of stuff was happening and it would be good to have some kind of turn taking. So just in the spirit of that, let's go ahead and roll ourselves some initiative.
The birds went in through a window or something, didn't they?
Correct.
We saw you saw the broken window on your
Yeah.
way down
Mm-hmm.
externally,
Yeah,
but we don't know what actually went through there.
correct.
There was an assumption about birds.
And this is an Eric game, so it's probably a pretty safe assumption. Let's face it. You know, I'm gonna do my NPCs real quick, and then I'll call other people. You're going last. And you're going probably first.
I've got a really good modifier, but I rolled really bad. But I suppose that's what happens when you're playing a Wits 5 character.
Think fast.
I do.
All right, Tamsin.
13, I believe.
Rapid enhanced speed, right?
Steve.
Steve.
Maybe.
Okay. Sorry.
I guess you just have really good
Unless
attacks, right?
Initiative, but I don't think I did.
No.
Remember. Now you're making me question everything.
Me?
What you do, yeah.
I think enhanced speed gives you initiative bonus.
Lead
Isn't that on the-
is your speed?
Well, my initiative.
Bonus to initiative equals scar power.
My initiative modifier is 5, and I rolled an 8. So
Okay. If you have enhanced speed, is it active or is it a talk? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's reflexive.
I got a 7. Sorry.
The 7. Okay.
I was having trouble
Yeah.
finding my initiative mod.
Give a glance to enhanced speed, see if it boosts your initiative. Not that it probably matters. You're already pretty close to the top of the pack, but
yeah, the hint is that
It
maybe.
could be a tiebreaker between at least us.
Yeah. At magnitude 1, the broken enjoys a bonus to initiative rolls equal to scar power. Ugh.
So
Do I have that added in already? I don't know.
probably not. Composure plus Dex is your 5.
Hold on.
Yes.
It's D10 plus your initiative mod, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Good.
I take it, Saul, that you are 13 as well.
I am at a 13.
All right, and Benji.
I'm at 10.
I remember.
That's
Tied.
better than some, but not many.
I have to go down over reflective here. Toggled. It is tied to cooldown. Oh, it's right here.
Oh, it's a controlled. Okay. So it might not be. I mean, you can choose to activate it, but it actually requires a roll. Is it tied to what's it entangled with?
Cooldown.
Cooldown.
What, Rachel, you have your speed on because you've just been running through the building at super speed.
I have been running around.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, add your scar power. You have scar power. Use it.
That would be 2.
Okay, so 15.
15. Sorry.
All
but
right.
Way back when I was smart and I wrote all this out, I just couldn't find the thing where it was that I wrote down.
Not a problem. Reverse YouTube. All right. So Tamsin, you go first.
All right, and I am at the top. The birds are in the building. Solomon did things outside on the top, so things are windy.
I am currently inside because I got pulled in
Okay.
by Benji, which means you were probably not all the way at the top.
No, because I had been at the top and then I went down for some reason, so I'm not sure where I am in the
I
building.
think there was a telepathic message because that's the advantage that your raccoon gives you, is that you have the network. So
The
I think
last thing I
Steve,
remember is that you were making a break for somewhere, whether it be the front door or
It may have been
something.
to lock the doors.
Find the
It-
bird.
That might have been it.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to continue on my whoosh using my awesome super speed and my crazy parkour activities to like basically hop halfway point on the stairs.
okay. So you're gonna head back down the stairs.
Yeah, yes. What I feel like I was doing and what it seems other people remember me, but yeah, I think I was heading towards the front doors to make sure that they were.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Something happens that no one can see except me. Saul, what are you doing?
So I just got pulled in.
Yep, the door is closed, and last you knew, Tabitha was scritching on the door.
All right. Well, I guess I'll lock it.
Okay.
And I'll keep shining beams through the window if there's a window. If there's no window, then I guess it will just.
There's a
Oh.
window.
There's a window, but remember the nature of the building.
We just enhanced it last time to keep powers from crossing over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
So it blocks it.
If
On
I'm
the
shining
plus side,
bright-
it means
if
that
I'm
she
shining
can't-
bright light at it, she can't look in,
I guess that's
regardless of if she's getting.
She's not getting
otherwise
zapped,
affected.
but yeah.
All right.
And it's somewhere to point them.
That's a good point. You're not pointing it at me then.
Ah,
hey, no sunburn for Benji.
I will have
Take what you can
to. I have to roll for the fluctuating.
yes. Roll your fluctuating.
I don't remember what level we were at 4 weeks ago.
This is your storm caller.
Right.
I believe it was at 1 because you just had the currents in place.
Okay.
Maybe not
I
level
only
1, but
had
like the
one. I had one tilt going.
yeah, you had 1 tilt going. Although I guess it's yeah. So
Okay. Well then, I guess I'll see. Trying to remember how it happened. So I want it to go to 2.
okay.
If I fail, I don't have it all written down on my little piece, but it's on my laptop, which is currently a current meeting of some sort with all these people. But if it's at 1, remember, if I fail and it doesn't go to 2, it stays at 1, but I get a bonus next time.
Correct.
But I don't remember what is it.
What if the fluctuation would result in have an impossible effect, either increasing it when it's at its highest or decreasing it when it's at its lowest. The magnitude remains the same, but the resulting bonus or penalty of future fluctuations increases plus or minus 2 instead of going to being plus or minus 1. But in any case, So roll scar resistance.
Okay. And is this roll modified by stability?
It is. Scar resistance, it's going to be the resistance attribute plus acclimation minus the instability penalty.
I have 1 success.
That's enough to move it to 2.
All right.
So if you want to,
Let's see. I get my full amount of tilts. My tilts, I believe, is now 2 with a strength of 4. So it's power divided by 2. So we had currents, I think was what I had, because I was doing the push away, the force
Yep.
movement, right? Okay. Then that probably pairs well. Let's add crosswinds to my current for -3 to balance the movement rolls, and if you fail, you're knocked down.
okay, you realize the door is still closed. It is not going to affect her right now unless you open the door.
I know.
It will affect Noel though.
Well, he already got pushed away.
You already got pushed away. Okay.
I already fell down the stairs.
Yeah, I thought he
You're
was
probably fine by now, but yeah.
outside my radius by gravity.
Okay. Right. Luther's doing a thing.
But yeah, as far as I know, I'm just gonna stay here until there's knowledge to go elsewhere.
All right.
I'm probably pretty effective against birds.
You are very effective against
Same.
birds.
Well,
Tell the birds to fly upstairs.
why don't you just go to the birds?
We don't know where the birds are.
Oh, good point.
Okay. She's that. All right. And then the next one. Benji, what are you up to?
I think I am going to I think I'm going to make a run for where I think the birds might be.
Okay.
I don't think, I mean, I can't probably get back up the stairs. So, and if he decides he wants to come down the stairs, I don't want to be there.
So where do you think the birds are? Party room, exercise room? Where do you think the birds are headed?
Well, so I know that they're on the front of the building. They came in through a window in the front of the building somewhere.
Yes.
So do I know a floor? I know an approximate floor.
He said like about a third of the way up.
Okay.
It was the bottom third, but like not the ground floor or anything of that nature.
Okay. So I'm making a run for there. Basically I'm making a run for there and I'm listening for havoc.
Okay. Let's see.
And I'm using trash talk to tell Tamsin that if she notices anything as she's going down, to tell me.
Okay. All right. All right. Steve.
Okay, so I guess I am splatted on the ground.
Oh,
is
yeah, I'm
where
sorry.
we were left
Okay.
off, I think.
When you wake up, when you come back from being dead, you notice a van that is parked in front of the building in a no parking zone, like directly in front of the building. That wasn't there a moment ago. You notice there is someone who has just gotten out of the passenger side and is walking with purpose towards the front door, where one of the residents appears to be holding the door open. There's a glassy expression in the glassy is not quite the word. More like an expression of terror, like something is preventing them from doing anything other than hold the door open. Some sort of mind control or similar. And the person is walking with purpose toward the door, and he has his hands in It's way too warm to be wearing a jacket, but he's wearing like a jacket with pretty deep pockets, and it looks like there are heavy objects in each pocket.
Have legs?
So,
What?
Does he have legs?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, just making sure he
He's
wasn't
not
like
like-
a named Jack.
yeah. So, I guess I'm gonna start. I guess I'm gonna come after that guy then, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna do like my front desk routine. I'm
Okay.
gonna interrogate the person on the way in.
All right. The person scritching at the shadow door or at the window up top, the one who's in darkness, is no longer scratching at the door, and about I don't know, just a few seconds in, all of a sudden the darkness retreats and appears to go on over the side of the building.
I don't remember. How did she get up there in the first place?
She climbed.
Climbed. Okay.
We assume.
It's hard to see. I mean, she could. I guess it's possible she could fly, but
An aura of darkness went up the side of the building.
correct.
Okay.
You figure that she could probably do this, go back down, likely. All right, Tamsin, you are now in the bottom half of the building. Where are you head? Are you still headed to the front door?
I'm still headed to the front door, I guess, unless I sense anything along the way that would be untoward or, wordy.
Give me a wits plus composure. Take a -2.
-2 dice.
Yeah.
I got a 0.
You don't sense anything untoward.
Okay.
You won't get to the front door this turn, but you'll get to the front door at the beginning of or during next turn.
Okay.
The person with the jacket hears Steve yell, and he makes a run for the door. Let's see if he has anything unusual for that. No more so than usual. Okay. He runs forward, and as he runs through the front door that is being held open, clearly for him, he pushes the person who's holding the front door open in so that the door closes behind him.
Well,
Saul.
So with the telepathy deal from the raccoon, we just can at any time think, or it has to be more.
Yeah. You can communicate with each other pretty openly.
Right. I guess I'll think talk that.
Trash talk.
I think she went back down the side of the building. Where do I need to go?
Front side or back side?
I can tell which. I just saw the darkness go away.
It seemed to be going back down the front.
Down the front.
Like where I am.
Yeah, like where you're at. Or
Good.
where the window
And
is.
then I'll start heading downstairs until I get a more specific floor or target.
Okay.
My speed is 11.
I hate to say it'll take you a little while. You might be better off taking the elevator.
I have fleet of foot.
Oh, you have fleet of foot.
Yeah, my +1 to speed.
Yeah. What's your speed, Tamsin?
10 is my base speed. I guess I'm not sure what I'm currently bumped up to.
Your enhanced speed is a I think it doubles. Let me double check that.
I think it's faster than that, actually.
Oh, it depends on like what level it did get.
I have
Oh,
2.
You have 2? Okay.
Oh, in addition, I double my speed, so I guess 20.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so significantly faster than the average person. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer for you.
You take that, Usain Bolt.
Yeah. But 20 isn't
Well, I
as
need to,
ridiculous as.
I need to roll. So up or down? We'll go up again.
Why?
Why? Because 3 is the sweet spot. Well, 2 or 3 is okay, but I don't want to go to 4 too many times. I fail, so that means it stays. I
It
think
goes down 1.
it goes down.
Yeah, there's not really a stay option.
Okay.
So you're still just doing currents, not crosswinds.
Uh,
Or are you the other way around?
how would crosswinds work, assuming that we're finding birds? If a bird is in the area and it has -3 to movement rolls and it's knocked down on failure, does that mean I make birds fall down? Or would they have some other? Because I'm leaning towards that one instead. Other than just
Well,
pushing birds away, that seems like it's
No, not knocking him down seems like a good way to go. It basically would do the same thing as I mean, it's a flying creature. It's not like it's it isn't a literal like river pushing them. It is the pure energy coming off of you as part of Stormcaller.
Right.
So yeah, it could still knock down some birds.
I'll stick with crosswinds then.
Yeah.
For the moment.
All right.
yeah. Can I ask a quick question? How big is size 30 again? Is that blue whale size?
Yes. Why?
I'm just trying to get an idea. I mean, if I pushed up integrate technology, I could technically go into a piece of technology that big.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah.
trying to figure out, just trying to picture how big that is.
You could occupy a server room, for example.
Yeah.
Become
Or-
building Benji.
Well, I was just
Nobody-
trying to think like what value would taking over the elevator system and personifying it, like, could I go up and down like way faster than it's supposed to go? I don't know. Sorry.
It's all
Carry
right.
on.
Okay, so that was Luther's doing Luther things. Ida. Here we go.
You'd at the very least be able to see who is coming and going, right?
Yeah.
From the elevators.
Yeah. This is turning into a plan.
Yes.
For a quote, you're not writing what I said.
What did you? I thought that's what you said.
No.
What did you not?
That's must be what you heard.
I heard you say something about eating buildings. Is that not what's happening?
Yeah, but I didn't say any of that part there.
You just eat other buildings.
I said then you can get out of the ground and go eat other buildings.
I'm sorry.
Buildings eating buildings. This is like cars eating cars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah. First thing that came to mind.
Just for all the rest of your information, Cars Eating Cars was a mage game that we played where it was basically the Drill to the Sky from from Gurren Lagann is that I decided that cars eating cars was something that was going to happen in the game, and the entire like, you know, things in the game like warped to make this happen. Like, it was fun.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's the NPCs. I'm still deciding some things. Okay. That happened. All right. All right, Benji. You made some progress, but boy, Tamsin is fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this other thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna exit the stairwell, run over to the elevator, concentrate really hard, and leap into the elevator.
Okay. Using your I'm
gonna
adaptation plus integrate technology to become one with the elevator.
Yeah. So I've got to pump up integrate technology to 4, which I think means that I have to take 1 point of lethal damage.
Yep.
And so I've done that, and then I have to succeed at let's see, integrate technology is mental. So this is going to be a wits plus, now it's magnitude 4. 5.
Okay.
I'm not sure that anything more than 1 is of any use, but
well, if you have any minor instability, you get to heal 1.
oh, that's right.
It doesn't come up very often. We haven't had a lot of finesse rolls. We got a lot of persistence.
Saul, did Saul call the elevator?
No, I was running down the stairs. I don't think it's good for me to get in an elevator.
Oh, that might be true. Okay, so I don't. If I can still move, then I'm going to hurry down to the bottom floor as fast as I can.
Okay.
There's probably a lot of light bulbs that are popping and fizzing out and stuff as I'm running by.
Oh man, you're just a walking disaster, aren't you?
We used to have some guy who would go around and replace all these light bulbs.
Technically, you still do. He's just bad at it.
He got upgraded to replacing it.
Or he's too busy building a weapon. Oh, geez. How close is my weapon to being done?
Gosh, that's a random question that I'm not very good. Give me a second. Let me look.
No, it's important because there's jerry rig rules in this game.
Yes, there is. You still have quite a ways to go. You're at 6 out of 15.
Okay, never mind then.
So you're a long way off.
Yeah, that's not close enough.
Nope. All right, so all right. Steve.
So I was interrogating the person heading into the building.
He blew past you and went inside.
Okay. I am gonna go after him then.
Okay.
Is he running or?
He's inside the building and locked the door behind him. I mean, it's not like you probably don't have some means of getting inside, but I mean, it's you're a bloody mess, and you are now leaving bloody footprints. Or you don't have blood. Never mind.
I'm not a bloody mess. I have
right.
holes in me, which is weird, but
Your face is flatter than it was.
Why is his arm at that weird angle?
Walking clay or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you come back here.
Yeah. Give me a wits plus athletics. See if you can keep up with him.
Wits plus athletics.
Okay, no, he's pretty fast, like impressively fast.
Hmm.
He probably has some sort of, I don't know, training in a lot of physical activity.
Hmm.
Fast school.
But is he faster than me?
No,
It's been kept.
no, not as fast as Tamsin, but faster than Steve. 'Cause let's face it, Steve's a comic, in a comic.
Yeah.
And you do get your exercise, but
I do have a personal trainer, but
you do have
Yeah.
a personal trainer
I'm not like
Who isn't-
ex-military or anything.
who isn't even your raccoon this time.
It's true.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess if I can't keep up with him, then I am going. My plan is to or is it not that much? And I don't know how much is supposed to happen in a round. Is it just that I'm still running towards?
There's
the
not
building?
like it's not 3 seconds at a time. You're inside the building now, but he's moving faster than you are. You're not easily tailing him. Something that might be of interest to you is that as you get through the front door, you hear a wrenching sound like a door being ripped off hinges coming from the reception area.
Okay. But I'm not in the reception area.
No, you're not right. You're not quite there. You're pretty close to it though.
Okay.
There's a raccoon there, though.
Continuing to go that way then.
All right. Shadow. All right. Tamsin, you also, as you get down to the bottom floor, hear the sound of a door being ripped off its hinges coming from the reception area.
Great. I'm going to mention to say, hey, Benji, I need you to replace the door when this is all done.
I am the door.
Great. Go stand and
Ding!
Make a better door than a window.
all right.
Each time a door is ripped off, there's a new door in its place.
He just has a collection of doors in his office.
Oh, that's adorable.
I just keep. Oh God!
Thank you, Rachel.
Teleporting
Rachel.
them into place as they get torn off the hinges.
Well, I guess I'm running towards the door crunching now.
Okay.
Because even though I was going to lock those and my plan is moot, I probably should check that out.
The front door is actually locked. I mean, it's got like it's the usual like a resident could get in, but they're not going to. Like it's not like just a random person that's going to be able to get in. But the door that the sound is coming specifically from your office.
Well, all right, gonna check that out.
All right.
Hey, Steve, where's your raccoon? Is he still at the front desk?
Supposed to be at the front desk.
Is the raccoon still at the front desk?
The raccoon is still at the front desk. Well, sort of. He's in the trash can at the moment. There's really nothing in there for him, but he's like in the waste paper basket looking for like an empty Doritos bag that someone left there or something.
At least he's not getting
Thank
shot.
God he's safe.
What is your raccoon's name again?
Cosmo.
Cosmo, thank you.
Because he's a cosmonaut.
Yeah. Hey, Cosmo, I need you to help me with some stuff in my office. You're promoted to security guard.
Time for some animal ken rolls.
All right.
Presence plus animal ken or manipulation. Are you trying to coax him with promises or just trying to convince him to do this?
Well, I'm probably sounding pretty desperate. I don't have time.
Okay, so presence probably.
Raccoon.
All right, presence plus animal ken.
Debating if I want to burn willpower to kill the raccoon. I'll probably regret not.
What willpower's for?
Yep, I regret not. Dang it.
Oh well.
That's why I'm supposed to do it.
He's not really interested in helping you in this particular case.
Well, I guess. Do you want me? see what's happening in my office?
Well, it's down the hall and kind of around a corner-ish sort of
Never
thing,
mind.
so-
I was thinking it was more behind the desk.
It is, but it's like, oh, there's a hallway there.
All right. Well, I
You
guess
don't- can't see a clear view of it from here.
I'm gonna speed towards my office.
All right. As you're getting a little bit close, you catch a glimpse of what looks like some kind of a chimpanzee or orangutan or something. And then
There's
we're
a
going to-
chimpanzee or an orangutan down here
Yeah,
in my office, or just around.
it is going into your office as you were coming.
All right, chimpanzee going into my office.
Why did the zoo attack us?
All right. Okay.
So,
Um,
I think this is the GM telling us to get more.
Saul, you're getting relatively close to the main floor.
What happened with the bird site that was like a third of the way up?
The bird site, there's no birds there at the moment, but there is a creeping darkness coming toward you
Oh, well,
down the hall.
So it got inside through the opening or whatever.
Yeah, she came in through the opening. There's some screaming because apparently the condo that they were going through was occupied at the time, but
All right.
they didn't
well,
hurt anyone. They just scared the bejeebus out of them.
I guess depending how many things I can choose, I mean, my light beams are on. I'll point them at her, and I will approach and see if I can bump up my storm.
All right.
I fail.
Okay. So
So it remains at 1, but next time I get bonus dice.
correct. Did you fail last time?
Well, I failed. That's why it went from 2 to 1. Oh, so you're saying I should have 2 more?
One extra die. Well, you have one more die, not 2, but one.
1. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a success on that one.
All right. Well, so it goes back up.
Back to 2.
You can either do severe if there's a severe option on that, or you can do
Uh,
the 2 different or moderates.
I did. Oh, because the severe is it counts as 2.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So the severe that I normally would be doing is electrified, which is a damaging one. Sure. We'll start doing damage to the darkness.
Attack in the
So
darkness.
at level 2, it's a level 2 electric environment. So it's -2 to all rolls.
Okay.
And electrified is, unless this change, I have it as 4 electrical bashing damage per turn. Wits plus dex. If you succeed, it's half damage.
All right, let's see. X. Come on. Really? Deeply puzzled by this. All right. Then there's also current. Or is it crosswinds or current? Crosswinds is active, right?
Well, no, because it would be 2.
Oh, electrified is a severe. Okay. All right. So you just have the severe rather
Yeah,
than.
so
Okay.
it's -2 penalty because of just the environment itself.
Okay.
And then the severe tilt is the electrified that's going to start doing damage. So this is when it actually upgrades. Or actual lightning bolts are shooting from me.
All right. The darkness falls back slightly to try to move out of range of the electrification because she did not succeed. I'll put it that way.
Being finding wherever, it's darkness. I don't know where her eyeballs are, but I'm
Yeah, but you can You know, it's a hallway. It's not like you can't tell where she is right now, because where is the darkness coming from? Anyway, so that's that.
I found the darkness again.
And he's attacking it.
I am attacking the darkness.
Let's see. Puzzle, 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 puzzle. The resident follows Tamsin, and hard to say what he has in mind, but he's picked up a tape dispenser off of the reception desk.
Resident? Like the one who was mind controlled through the door?
The one that appears to be potentially mind controlled.
It's gonna strike you with it. Yeah. I mean, that hurts so much when you stick your knuckle against it, so I get where he's coming from.
It's more the weight of the device rather than like the cutting edge. I'll just put it that way. I mean, how many like dangerous items do you think are going to be in the receptionist area?
Probably
I mean,
a lot of stabby things.
Pencils, I guess, pens.
All the guns.
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Holding Cosmo hostage was on my list of potentials, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. And there's other stuff involved with this.
He's too new.
Too new. All right. The chimpanzee I suspect that Tamsin's office probably has at least one picture of Bjorn in it somewhere, or a picture that includes Bjorn in it.
No, I wouldn't have really too much anything personal in there.
Okay. Then she, the chimpanzee grabs the laptop off the desk and finds like a paperweight or something that's a little bit hard and smashes one of the little glass block windows open.
Oh, okay. Like glass block windows.
You know how I said it's like little glass blocks with mortar between them? That's the window. It makes it really not so reasonable to like try to go through there as a full-size person.
Okay.
So
It's what made it so difficult to break into that office.
yeah,
Through the window.
correct. And okay, Benji,
Yeah.
you have control of the elevator. So you're going to the ground floor, and you're the ground floor?
Yeah, I'm going to the ground floor opening. What do I see?
When you open there, I'm sure that looks right out on the reception. You see Cosmo in the trash can. You hear the sound like shattering glass from Tamsin's office. Also some ook noises.
Do I see Tamsin and the person following her?
Yes, you see the person stalking behind Tamsin.
Okay. So do I know where the guy that where the guy with the jacket went?
It isn't
Is he
immediately
still-
clear. No, he's not in the reception area anymore. Wherever he went, he's not here.
Okay. Well then, I'm going to project an image of the residents that's stalking Tamsin's pants into trash talk, filled to the brim with smelly garbage, and go, wow, look at how much trash he's hiding in those pants.
Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and manipulation plus animal ken plus 2.
Oh
Nice.
God. I definitely don't
nice.
have animal ken. Oh, good. That's a social.
Yeah, it's not a huge
It's
penalty.
only a -1.
Yeah.
Okay, manipulation plus 2 -1. All right.
Do you have a specialty that would? Oh, I guess it's more of a persuasion thing. Never go. Carry on. Sorry.
Yes. You have a specialty in convincing raccoons there's trash out there.
I have a subterfuge specialty. That's
Yeah.
unlikely story.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, but
Oh my God. I got 4 on 4 dice.
Nice.
all right. That's got Cosmo's attention. I'm gonna have to add him to the initiative now.
Ears perk up.
He's even got a surprise launching from the trash can.
Poor trash pants.
Trash panda.
Trash
All right.
pants? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy who lives here, and he got mind controlled into helping out. Now he's going to have a raccoon on his ass. It's...
I mean, I'm technically not lying. His junk is in there.
Wow. All right.
I'm also playing a very inviting elevator music, and I'm holding the door open, trying to lure one of these people into the elevator.
All right. Steve.
Okay. So am I in the reception area now?
You can be, yeah.
Okay. So what of that do I see?
You see
The reception
Cosmo
area.
take off toward, or well, you have a sense based on the telepathy that he will probably take off. He's not quite his turn yet. Take off down the way after all the other crazy stuff. You have some sense of what's going on down there because Benji saw it. You have telepathy going on. You got the trash talk going on. So everyone knows what the situation is in the office.
Okay. But does it look like Cosmo is headed down the hall into the office after that nonsense?
Will be in a
Or-
moment. Yeah, not he
Okay.
hasn't quite left the desk yet because it hasn't been his turn.
Because it hasn't been his turn. Okay.
Yeah.
But
but it's coming.
all right. Okay. I guess I will head that direction as well.
The guy with the
Okay.
jacket's missing, by the way. We don't know where he
Yeah,
went.
that's I was wondering if Cosmo would be trying to hightail it after that guy.
He's not the one that has the trash in his pants though. So
I thought it was.
Yeah.
So who's the one who has the trash in his pants?
the one with the tape
chimpanzee.
dispenser.
The one
It's a
with the tape
mind-controlled
dispenser.
resident that I'm trying to keep busy before he
Oh,
attacks Tamsin.
I see. Okay.
I'm
Um.
not super worried about him, but it would distract me from other things.
Yeah.
I
All
just
right.
Jacket guy could be orangutan.
Well, so he could. But if he wasn't, wouldn't he be an orangutan wearing a jacket then? Isn't that how that works?
That's not how it works. Oh, well, that is how it works for Tamsin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is for Tamsin. It does not appear to be quite the same for this particular character.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's not. I'm not going to complicate this too much. I'm just going to go down the hallway if that's where all of the craziness is happening.
Okay.
Into the office, that is.
Yep. All right. Okay. So the darkness is retreating very slightly to try to keep out of reach of your electricity. If you advance, you are going to put the residents of the condo in some danger.
Just people hanging out in the hallway?
No, because she's going into the condo that the hallway ends in. The window was for one of the condo units. They broke into it, terrified the people that were there, and left. She's obviously later in coming than whoever else went through this window, but definitely just as terrifying. And now you've basically made it so that she can't go into the rest of the condo, but she's basically retreating back to the unit.
Got it.
All right, Tamsin.
Yes.
The orangutan is broken the glass, has the laptop under one arm. What are you doing?
You know,
I will remind you that all of your adventures in laptoping with Karen's office, when it was Karen's office, it yielded you absolutely nothing from the laptop. Because
yeah,
all of it was remote server crap.
that's
So
what I was.
there was nothing to be gained from them stealing the laptop.
No. You know, there's probably better things to fence out there. I mean, the IT department is crap. And I mean, that's like last year's model and it's used. It's not going to get you much. And
You're trying to convince the orangutan not to steal the laptop.
It's more just seeing what the orangutan does. I'm not going to get in tug of war with a raccoon over a laptop.
Orangutan or
Sorry,
yeah,
I missed. There's a lot of animals running around.
I know.
I'm
The funny thing is that these were all originally spat out by a random generator, so it just kept on picking animal transformation. Like 2 of the 5. I'm like, I guess it's the animal one. It also had this weird tendency for all the scars to be mental scars.
Oh,
So, like,
beautiful.
yeah.
Good. So we're dealing with a bunch of like not
Smart people with bestial mind. Yeah. And other things, but
all right.
Oh, we've completely lost track of the birds too, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, at the moment, I'm concerned with the orangutan. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm not going to get in tug of war with an orangutan. I'm not going to win.
no.
I don't really care about the laptop, but I'm hoping that, you know, they'll just take it and leave, thinking that
They're getting something out of it.
right. So I guess I don't know if I can pull this off, but basically I'm going to tell the truth, but try and make it sound like I'm not telling the truth.
Okay.
That it's a crappy laptop. You're not going to get anything out of it.
All right. Manipulation plus subterfuge. I'll go to +1 because it is true.
Yeah. They're just.
So it's easy to be confident.
All right. And I am going to blow a willpower on this, which gives
Okay.
me extra dice.
No.
1 success.
Yes.
Huh?
What?
It gives you 3 extra dice.
3 extra dice.
God damn it.
I know. We played Exalted, and then before that we played Mage, and then before that, anyway. In summary,
And
we
then we
played
didn't play for a month.
a lot of games.
There is a lot of systems that use this willpower
Depends.
option, and none of them handle it the same.
Yep.
Ah! And I have yet to roll over a 6 this entire session.
Suckage.
Well, good news, bad news. You probably convinced him that this is a super valuable laptop, and it has all of our dark secrets on it. So now this person is willing to die to make sure that this laptop leaves.
I mean, you couldn't really fail that roll, I guess.
No, it's just a matter of exactly how you succeed. This was this person's stupid plan.
Hey, before it was their stupid plan, it was ours.
It was our stupid plan.
It's true.
Like,
We were willing to die to get it too. There was going to be monsters in there. We knew.
I know. You thought it was like going to be more heavily guarded than it was.
yeah.
Instead, you ended up sharpening a bunch of pencils.
So,
Right.
I mean, just obviously you've won here.
Also, being in the plant, it's pretty important.
So
Yeah, peeing in the plant. That was the thing. I don't know if you guys ever cleaned that out when you were done. Probably still smells vaguely like pee in this room.
Are you somebody who used to live here?
The chimpanzee is not really equipped to make the kind of noises that I know I keep on saying orangutan and then chimpanzee and back and forth, but
It could definitely blow raspberries.
I'm just going to
it blows. Yes, it blows a raspberry. Actually,
I'm going to take that as a yes. But I just want to say that you can consider that laptop reparations. We're really sorry for what happened to you. We were trying to
we
take.
apologize for the inconvenience of you having. What the hell happened to this lady? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, this is the veterinarian that's now terrified of cats. So you ruined her life really good.
Well,
Anyway.
there's more animals out there. You could be a dog vet. You probably could charge a lot more by being a specialty dog vet. I'm just saying. So you're welcome. I don't actually see
I may have ruined your life, but have you considered it might be in your own best interest that I did that?
Cats are assholes. Yeah.
Exactly.
All of them scratch you. All of them. All of them. All of them. All of them.
I should know. I turned into one, and apparently I'm an asshole now too. So.
Yeah. All right, Saul, what are you doing?
So I will keep advancing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll your.
Gonna drop.
Resistance.
See if I can drop it down.
You're trying to push it down now.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So back to base dice. I have a success.
Okay, so you managed to get it back down to 1.
To 2.
Oh, to 2. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And what are the what are the tilts that you're maintaining?
Tilt. I'm trying to scroll slowly to see if at 2 I get 1 or 2. Because some of that changed when I upgraded my strength back a while ago. I don't remember if I upgraded on my paper. But if I get 2, I would go back to the currents and crosswinds.
Okay, so you're basically trying to push her or knock her over.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's movement, which makes a movement roll, and then there's -3 to movement rolls, and that's about it.
All right. We'll resolve that on her.
-5 because of the environment effect.
Okay, I will resolve that on her next turn. All right, Cosmo is going to take advantage of the fact that the guy with the not the stapler, the tape dispenser
Has junk in his
take
hand.
a bite out of the guy's leg, try to knock him down, or at least make him fall over. It works. He does get a nice chunk of calf in his jaws. The guy drops the tape dispenser, yells out in pain, and is suffering a breaking point right now, having been possessed and attacked by a raccoon. And there's there's an orangutan, chimpanzee, something with a laptop in this office. And oh yeah, he's just been possessed recently.
Just wait till the raccoon starts talking to him.
Yes.
Give me your
We'll
pants!
get there. We'll get there. All right. Other guy. What is this one up to? I think he's just gonna do what he's supposed to do. All right. And this person. The chimpanzee suddenly transforms, along with the laptop, into a flock of pigeons and flies through the little hole in the window.
I'm guessing they leave the laptop then?
Along with the laptop. It changes along with the laptop.
Oh, the laptop turns into pigeons?
Yep.
Well, that's going
Has
to
the ability for that to extend. There's actually, it isn't in this system, but one of the things I think we're going to add in Player's Guide is a naked deviation, which basically means that your power doesn't affect like your clothes. So you would actually get an additional bonus of +1 to your scar based on the fact that you don't change with your clothes don't change with you, because it's enough of a complication to be, or like Carapace, a similar thing, like you can't wear clothes over it. So if you have your Carapace on, you can't wear normal clothing. You have to be all covered in armor. It's really obvious that it's the case. Things like that. But yeah, this particular person, when she turns into a flock of pigeons, does not cause the laptop to disappear and carry immediate possessions.
Interesting.
So she has successfully stolen the laptop.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yay. Well,
Yeah, I know. Very important. All right, Benji. This is the time that Lefty and Righty decide to start talking to you.
Oh, great.
Yep, of course, because this is the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
You need to be distracted right now, and so Lefty is screaming at you that there's a problem with the elevator. There is some maintenance that needs to be performed on the cabling before the counterweight, like it breaks from the counterweight. He's making it seem like it's an absolute like emergency, but it's like one of those things where you could fix it 3 months from now and it probably wouldn't have caused any trouble at that point. But it's very important to Lefty that you fix the elevator thing right now. Clearly.
It's Lefty that's saying that, or Righty?
Yes, which is odd.
Yeah. Okay.
Righty, meanwhile, is like, there are intruders in the portal room.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so.
And I think that he can see what's going on in there for real.
Okay. Well, that's funny because my next thing was going to be, holy shit, we lost track of somebody. I better check on my car. So.
That's a pretty good instinct, but no, it's much worse than that.
And considering that there's nobody who's fallen for my elaborate trap of get in the elevator, I'm going to go down to the basement floor, and does it take an action to spit yourself out of the thing, or is that just ending the effect?
For this particular way, we're just doing turn taking, so I have no problem with you doing it in the same action as other stuff.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm.
These are not 3-round turns.
Well, I'm opening the door first and looking. Do I see anything
in the basement?
Yeah, which would show me both my car, my motorcycle, and the the door to the portal room.
The door to the portal room is open. There's nothing bad that's happened to your cars yet. Your vehicles
Okay.
yet.
All right. Well, I spit myself out and run into the room.
All right, so you're headed for the portal room, for the office.
Yep.
All right.
And I yell into trash talk, intruders in my office.
Seems like a super big problem.
Yeah, that's actually a real problem. I have an office.
All right, you start hearing a clank, 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 like someone is hitting a metal object with like a crowbar or something as you're getting close to your office.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pulling my gun out of my pants.
In public,
Gotta do something, I guess. Steve, what are you up to?
I too feel like I need a gun.
I'm the only one who carries one small enough.
Yeah.
Everyone else is rifle trained.
Yeah. How many rounds would it take me to? Would it just be like one round for me to get my gun, or?
I would say it would take a full round to get up and then a full round to get back. Sorry, it's we've already established your apartment is not exactly at the bottom, like in the lower floors.
Yeah. Well, you know, how about no one has gone and seen what the deal is with the broken window, right? What came in through the broken window?
Well,
Not directly. Saul is
He's on his way there.
the assumption or the hint of things is that the birds came in that way. And Tabitha, the darkness is also coming that way. Saul is dealing with Tabitha.
Okay.
And the birds have escaped.
The flock of pigeons have escaped.
Okay. Well,
you wanted?
I guess I'll just get downstairs then.
Okay. All right. Tabitha gets to make some rolls.
The two things that are on there are my script.
Oh, good. Okay. He walks out the room. Tabitha, you're pushing your Stormcaller pushes her back out the window, and she doesn't get a good hand on the building before she plummets to the pavement below.
yeah, -5 movement roll dice issue.
Yeah, among other things, yes. So she's not. Yeah, she's really badly injured at the foot of the building. Probably. You can't tell because it's darkness. But that seems... the darkness isn't moving anymore. I'll put it that way.
Well,
Tamsin.
yes, one sec. Mark's wrestling with the printer.
All
All right, go ahead. I can hear you now.
right, what are you up to?
Well, pigeons just flew out the broken window of my office with a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
To clarify, they went from my office to the outside, or they went from my office?
They went outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's now a hole between my office and outside.
There is now a small hole. big enough for a pigeon to fly through.
Well, I guess I'm going to close the door, or I'm going to exit my office.
There is a person who is looking very confused and terrified, and also a raccoon right behind you.
Oh, is the raccoon attached to the person?
At the moment, yes.
All right.
I'll never apologize.
I
We
just
know.
go look
We
at the
know.
person. Are you okay? This person just moved in, or had been here all along?
I would say it's probably one of the new residents.
Ah, crap. All right, so we've been understormed by PETA-related terrorists, I think. You saw those animals. Are you okay? Oh, there's a raccoon on you. Is that... I'm just gonna look at the raccoon and say,
He's wearing a support animal vest. If it helps,
True.
you know it's Cosmo.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out how to reason with a raccoon who has been lied to about trash.
Well, I'm sure that at this point he knows that there's no actual trash.
The trash is a lie. Can you let this poor guy go? There's better trash elsewhere, I promise.
Yeah, you get the sense that the trash panda is going to leave the guy without trash behind and is going to resent Benji for a while.
That's fair. Oh,
You used me, Benji.
is there a first aid kit in my office?
Yeah, there could be a first aid kit.
I'm gonna grab the first aid kit and start looking at this guy's leg.
That thing doesn't have rabies, does it?
It has an emotional support vest, so I'm assuming there's been some sort of vaccination. But you know what? We will get you checked out. I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing that needs like immediate attention, and then we will talk to an emergent care facility.
Urgent care.
Urgent care.
Urgent care. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a wits plus medicine if you've got that.
I do.
While you're trying to do, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably fair. Let's go ahead and do that.
Attached to my string.
Okay.
Well, it's right. There we go. It's hard to roll die when your dominant hand is attached somehow to the like cross side of your sweatshirt.
All right, let's.
Or not my.
I was trying to figure out what was going on there and why that was relevant to anything, but yeah, that makes more sense now.
You said wits plus medicine?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Come
Just a first
on,
aid.
7, 8, or 9, or 10. I know 7 won't work, but I haven't rolled one yet, so let's be a personal win. Ha! 2!
All right, yeah, it's not like a very severe injury. It definitely is probably going to want to get checked out by a doctor, just to make sure that it gets closed properly. It's not like but it'll recover. And
Yeah.
hopefully, honestly, being bit by a raccoon was probably the least awful thing that's happened to him so far today. After being possessed,
So,
while his mind was fully aware of the fact that he didn't have any control over his actions, as he let a guy who clearly had weapons in his pockets into the building, circumventing security.
isn't that the tape dispenser that's on the front, supposed to be on the front desk?
Okay, he's upset now, but it's okay. All right.
I figure if he's feeling guilty, he's less likely to sue me. I don't care.
Rachel has fully embraced the corporate side of this game. I'm worried about legal liability. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that, and I don't want him to decide he doesn't want to live here anymore. So
Terrible people.
All right.
It's a game where you become a horrible nut. So
It is. We as deviants, you are uniquely qualified to understand corporate logic.
exactly.
All right. 3, 5. All right, Benji, as you round the corner to your office, the person that we were talking about that was wearing a jacket is no longer just wearing a jacket. He now has a gun in his hand and opens fire at you as soon as you turn the corner. The good news is that he misses. It's just a light pistol, nothing too exciting. His compatriot is behind him and is pounding the portal, the thing that Lefty tried to get you to destroy and Righty told you would be a terrible idea if you tried to destroy it. And then when a certain time period passed, Lefty told you, please don't destroy it because you'll destroy the world. She's hitting it with a crowbar. And this other guy is shooting at you. So,
All right. Well, one good news is I figured out my tilt question finally.
yeah.
So I'll explain how I'm interpreting, see if you agree, because if you recall when we were making characters like 2 years ago or whatever, how I said that fluctuating plus Stormcaller made it really complicated.
A bit.
You may or may not recall that. Well, it's still the case. So my interpretation is since I got up to 3, when I get at a level 3, I can put all my max tilts on, of which I have the ability to do 4 moderate or,
Yep.
those could be a severe. If it goes down, my max tilt stays the same. So I keep all those as an action. I can change them.
Okay.
But even at level 1, I still can have that many. The difference being,
it's just that you normally have to ratchet up a little bit at a time normally. But once you hit 3, you can have all of them at once. But if you swap out, or like if you reduce the number that you have, you have to ratchet back up again. Is that what you're thinking?
No. Well, so at lower levels, I still can have that many. It's that you have to add them as an action one at a time.
Right. So but if you're saying that if you're 3 straight out and right out, you can have all of them, and the fact that you're losing them doesn't really matter unless for any reason you decide to deactivate one entirely.
I would have to spend an action or fluctuate backup power.
Right. No, that makes sense. I'm okay with that. That's not.
So, meaning since I have, I would still be at having crosswinds, currents, and electrified. So a severe and 2 moderates to take up my 4.
Okay.
As the ongoing effect. And then since I knocked her out the window, I will say, I knocked the darkness out the window. I'm going to head down to the portal room.
Okay.
So I will be moving down towards the portal room. And I'm at 2 right now.
Okay.
Right? Wasn't I at level 2?
I believe so. You want to roll your resistance? Now you're down to 1. Okay, so you're trying to get it under a little lower at the moment?
Correct. Then I ramp it up when I get down there.
All right. Cosmo is going to return to the waste paper basket. Luther. Okay. And then the flock of pigeons. All right. Benji.
Okay. Against my better judgment, I
Wait, did
am
we?
going to try to reason with these people. So there's a woman, you said?
Yeah,
Like-
there's a woman with a crowbar at the moment, and then there is a guy with guns.
Okay, and the woman with the crowbar looks like she knows what she's doing.
No, not really. She knows what she's attacking, but doesn't really know. She knows that there's something important about this particular thing, and she's decided that clearly, since it's important to you and to the conspiracy, it's the thing that needs to be destroyed to defeat the conspiracy.
Okay.
But it's actually the other guy that has like some sort of weird eye goggle things that have come out of his the cranial bones, and it clearly can see the God machine stuff right now.
Okay. So he can see my demons
Yes, he can,
and hear them.
and hear them.
Okay. That gives me a starting point. I am going to raise my hands, hold up my gun, and say, please tell her to stop. You can see what's happening right now. That thing that she's trying to break is the thing that's holding all this power in check. I'm on your side. Really, I am on your side.
All right.
And that is a lie, but I am going to try to convince him of that. And because I know, and I'm going to gesture to the things that are like sitting on my shoulders or buzzing around me, probably excitedly, and say, I'm under attack by creatures of, this place. I need you to stop so that we can all talk this out. And I am going to throw everything that I've got at this. Let's see here. I'm just trying to think here. I know that this place has like a special something. It does something. It has a presence. I've seen it use it. Is there any way that I can tap into that somehow to like augment my the power of my words here? Because I know it can do it.
But it also is, that it kind of takes some labor to really make the building do the things that you want it to do. It's not something that just is done on the fly.
Okay.
Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're asking.
Well, no, I like the first time I came into the office, it tried to scare me out.
Right.
And so what I'm trying to do is lean on that power, because I assume it's trying to do that to them.
Okay.
And kind of use that to back me up somehow. I don't know whether it, I'm not sure how else to explain it.
All right. Well, I guess presence plus persuasion.
Okay. Let's see here. Can I use subterfuge instead?
Yes.
And I would definitely like to use my specialty.
I can see that being the case, despite the fact that you're not being wrong about most of this.
Okay. Is there any benefit that I get from this person that I'm trying to persuade or to bamboozle here? The fact that he can actually see what's happening.
I will give you a. I'll give you a +1. There's some conflicting stuff going on here.
I understand that.
Yeah.
It's also a problem because we're probably their, touchstones in some capacity, and
yeah,
like all that.
It's going to be hard.
But at the same time, I know that this happened to me too, where things can change pretty quickly once rubber hits the road when you're a deviant.
Yeah.
And you learn things. So I'm also going to add willpower, of course, because this is an important role for me. Okay. That's promising. 3.
All right.
Oh, shit.
There's some complex things here. One, yes, you're a conviction touchstone for this guy. Sorry.
Yeah,
specifically,
no, I get
because that's what Dunk did to you. 2, he has murderous urge as a scar. So I'm giving you a beat because that's really hosing you, and it was not a bad idea. But this specific case, yeah, this guy's gonna not be very cooperative. The somewhat good news is that the other person with the crowbar sees you come in with the gun, realizes that her companion also has guns, and it looks like there could be a shootout here. And while she's not entirely sure whether what you're saying is true, at the very least, she wants to make sure she gets out with this information. So she turns into an owl and flies past you and out into the garage.
Okie dokie.
So, Steve. You're muted.
Yeah.
Sorry. So there's an owl that just flew by?
There's an owl in the garage at the moment, like where the Gene's office is and such.
Yeah, I was headed down there.
Okay, yeah, there's an owl that flies by going in the direction. Are you going to try to intercept, destroy, whatever it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's catch the owl.
Catch an owl. All right, let me see if I have some stats for
now. They're stealthy. I remember that.
Clade's companion says I probably do, but I'm going to have to look it up. Give me a minute.
What am I rolling?
It's going to be brawl.
Well, probably Dex plus brawl, huh?
Usually strength plus brawl for a brawl attack.
Strength plus brawl.
You might, if you want to double check the grapple rules, you can do so.
Ting a bird.
Let's see. It is.
We would need to know its defense then.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I think I'm gonna try to coax it. Like, I just bought all these points of animal count. So I think I'm gonna try to coax it over. Come on, little fella, come here.
Two sort of issues with this is it's not an owl animal. It is a person.
Not actually an owl.
Yeah, it's not an actual owl. Its defense is 7. And grapple rule.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have a great chance on this one, I'll admit.
No, I'm not gonna be grabbing the owl.
What the heck happened here? Game.
We're gonna have to have nets on hand next time.
Next round, I think I get
That's okay. There's a guy with a gun who's shooting at us, so I should probably be focusing on him anyway.
Oh, I have an idea. Because these are the guys that we saved from
Yeah,
the
grapple is strength plus brawl versus their. It's so.
So maybe they'll remember my cat form.
Maybe.
There are reasons that I give NPCs vulnerabilities that I do sometimes.
Vulnerabilities of cats.
A phobia of cats is a pretty important one when you're dealing with PCs that can turn into cats. Pet cats.
Joking
You,
about
don't,
the
you
phobia.
don't know that she has a phobia of cats yet, but yes, she has a phobia of cats.
What about pixies?
A fear of pixies?
I was little at the time that we were breaking them out. Is that what you were thinking? Or
Funny people. Yep.
Well, we dressed him as a mouse.
Oh, okay.
We did not dress him as a mouse. We should have dressed him as a mouse.
I think you made that up.
We
There was some
definitely
talk
should
about
have
doing
dressed him
that.
as a mouse.
There was, yeah.
You're just thumb thumb.
If I would have taken that ridiculous plan just a little bit farther, we would have dressed him as a mouse.
Well, it was half of a good plan. We just forgot to make them loyalty touch or make us their loyalty versus,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well,
it was half of a good plan.
if I still have an action left, and I'm not sure that I do, if I still have an action left, I'm gonna throw myself at the gun toting guy.
Okay. Okay. So just like a strength plus brawl,
I mean,
or
sure.
you're just trying to
but
get in the way.
I'm just trying to get in the way.
All right. Dex plus wits plus athletics.
Sure.
Plus being there.
Yeah.
Human shield maneuver is not really one that they have in the core book, and I ain't adding it.
Shoot me.
Yeah.
On the plus side, he'll probably shoot at you instead of me. On the minus side, it'll be harder for me to shoot him.
Mm. 3.
Won't you can shoot right through me.
It's true.
You know
can.
I'm fine.
Although over penetration only goes so far with pistols.
Well, that's true.
I mean, okay.
Go for a ricochet off the rib cage right here.
All right. The darkness is slinking away. Whatever injury it suffered previously, either isn't hampering her anymore or has been mysteriously healed.
Well, at least she's decided to go away.
None of us know that it's leaving though, because we're not looking out the window.
No, I'm just
No.
contemplating this. The guy in the jacket sees his compatriot leave. And now let's start looking at murderous urge and how bad it's going to be right now.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know.
Are we talking?
Mm.
Or are we shooting?
We're about to find out.
Meow.
I'm coming.
None of that now.
I mean, I think a yawned half sentence is pretty much the motto of the last year or so.
Yeah.
Parents, anyway.
All right, here's the fun. Let's see if he can actually resist this. Decent resolve. That's a penalty, though. Nice. All right. Right. He is taking a shot in passing, still at generally in Benji's direction, but he's trying to hightail it past you both and out of the building, or out of the room,
Okay.
rather. Oh, please. Okay. Steve, do you have any armor at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, you have carapace or something somewhere?
I think it's part of
Oh, the ballistic.
biology.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you take two damage from a firearms.
Okay.
So you've been downgrade some of that to bash under those mechanics. That's one of the things that did get changed since the version that you have, but that's okay.
Okay.
Minor thing.
Do you want me to write that down?
Damage? Not really.
Yeah. Okay.
Just bear in mind you've been shot. It
Okay.
does not penetrate to Benji because you're a wall of meat that doesn't bleed.
Way to be a meat shield, Steve.
Literal meat shield. Okay.
Is he able to get past us though? I mean, like we're definitely between him and the door. Like
He is trying to
Yeah.
bowl through you as best he can.
Okay.
So we'll see. All right. Saul.
I'm heading down to Benji's office. I don't know how
All right.
to get there.
Okay. Benji.
Well,
okay.
This
Well,
guy is charging towards you with an apparent intent to bowl past you.
sorry, I'll be at level 2.
Okay, I don't think I can stop him physically, because regardless of how big he is, he's probably bigger than me. So I'm going to do something that I wanted to do for a while, which is I'm going to back up, and both of my vehicles are right here.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive into my car, not into the driver's seat, but into the car, and I'm going to try and run him over as the car.
Oh my gosh. All right. I guess it's been the same scene. So yeah. Okay. You're inside the car.
So much paper over this.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on, I am distracted, so I'm gonna just roll real quick to make sure that I succeed. I do.
Okay. So you are Seraphina.
He's a kitty.
See, this is why I made that power, to have that ability.
Yeah.
I knew that someone was going to possess a car.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Hold him.
The really hilarious thing about this will be more clear in a moment.
I
right.
send a mental picture into Trash Talk of Steve holding him while I run you both over.
You're so trusting, Steve.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess your outfit was probably already wrecked when you fell off the building, so.
Why do you think falling would ruin his clothes?
Well, there is pavement still. I'm sure it got scratched up a little.
And I'm assuming his, like, directional mass changed a little. Like, he might have, like, I'm sure seams popped.
All right. Okay. Steve.
So I am looking to see if this is something I can do.
Oh yeah, I guess you still have the you still have your mutant power.
I do, yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I can do. I'm trying to figure out what the role is for Lash.
It is up to the ability you chose.
Oh, here
to
it
choose
is.
With it.
Yeah. Athletics, brawl, firearms, or weaponry. So, okay, here we go. Wait, that doesn't. I'm trying to trade in my anomalous biology for a lash that will let me grapple or otherwise immobile.
Immobilize. There's an immobilizing lash. It's a +2, I believe.
Yeah.
So you could do like a gentle immobilize.
I'm not sure that I can do that though, because I only have 2 magnitude to work with.
Oh, for that one, yeah. You're not doing the crazy healing, which is like your go-to for that. Although dangerous when people are running around with guns.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure how many wounds I still have from
falling
off the building.
Over falling off the building. Yeah, I guess that'll take a little while to heal.
But
forceful would knock over, cause the knockdown.
Yeah.
That would be good enough.
Yeah, that should do the job. That's just straightforward. So let me see if there's anything else that's really good at 1.
No, is it just one magnitude for each of these words? Is that the idea, or it's a really long description? I'm trying to read through it as best I can.
No, that's fair. There's a whole bunch of them that are just you get 1 of these for free, and for every 2 additional of them you get costs 1 in magnitude.
Okay.
And then when you go below that, when you go down to deviations, those add flat out magnitude, either 1 or 2, depending on how good they are.
All right. Yeah. So I will just I guess I'll just do a ranged knockdown kind of a lash at him.
So Dex plus firearms.
My firearms.
It is not gunshot, so it does subtract out his defense, which is 4.
Subtract that from the dice.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. No.
Okay. You try, but you miss. And don't quite tag him to knock him down. Okay. Tabitha lives. Tamsin.
All right. So I know that stuff's going on in the garage.
Yeah,
right?
because everyone's told you about that.
Okay. So I am going to zip. This guy seems okay for the moment. He has a first aid kit. He's stabilized.
I mean, it wasn't like he was bleeding out before. Most of the trauma that he suffered is not physical.
Well, then hopefully I don't add to it now. I'm going to zip towards the garage. The second I'm out of sight of him, I'm going to catify.
Okay. As you are running toward the garage, an owl flies the other direction, going toward the front door.
Is it holding anything?
No,
It's just being an owl.
it's just being an owl.
Light it on fire.
Ow!
With other fire.
and have we seen this owl yet?
This is the one that's been stalking you guys for the last several days.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Well-
it could be one that looks exactly the same, but rule of plot says
It's probably the same.
it's probably the same.
Well, all right. Did I see it when I was a cat or when I was a human?
Odds are even.
Odds?
Odds it is. Which would you prefer?
I guess I'd prefer seeing it when I'm a cat.
Okay, you are a cat. It is flying at, close to the ceiling, going the other direction.
As in going out the door? Going.
It's heading toward the lobby and front door area. Yes.
You know it won't be able to get out as an owl.
Well, I guess I'm going to stick a pin in that for the moment, since it's not firing on anything.
Is that a melee roll?
Strength plus intimidation. Dex plus intimidation? I mean, I guess if they're really small needles.
And I'm going to zip to the garage, super speedy.
It's actually
Okay.
plus bureaucracy attack.
So yes, the fastest cat on Earth makes it to the garage, I'm assuming.
Yep. As you are getting toward the garage, there's another person that's barreling out of the garage toward you. He has a gun in one hand. It's the person who came in the building, the one that took a pot shot at Benji.
You know what? I'm going to.
You definitely know that Benji wants to run him over because you saw it in your mind.
All right. Well, I'm going to just try and get him to stop for a moment. Is he in a place where Benji could conceivably run him over without doing, or would it require significant property damage?
It would probably require some property damage at this point.
All right. I'm going to stop him.
He's out of the garage and in a hallway or something.
He's heading toward the hallway, heading back toward the front door.
All right.
Heading the same direction as the owl was.
Oh, well then I'm going to do the cat love me thing. Be like,
cat
"Hi,
love me
I'm a
thing.
cat." Okay, when you're walking someplace and a cat suddenly is like, hey, you should pay attention to me, where they're suddenly all underfoot and they're wrapping around and being like, pet, pet, pet.
What's your defense?
Well, my defense is 7, but I do also have reflexive boneless, which I'm guessing you forgot about.
I didn't forget about, but he's not taking that into consideration as he does this.
So if he shoots me, I guess I just cat around it.
He does not shoot you. He doesn't even really slow down, but he makes sure to kick you on his way out. But reflexive boneless means you can get a free grapple on him.
Well, then I'm going to wind my little cat body all the way around his legs.
All right, go ahead and give me a strength plus athletics, and he's going to get a strength plus strength plus brawl, rather. Strength plus brawl.
Okay.
And he'll do the same. And whoever wins, maintain. If you win, you maintain the hold. If he wins, he keeps running.
Because this is I don't have different stats for this when I'm in cat form, do I? This is sort of the first time it's come up.
You do.
Strength
Physical
would.
stats.
Yeah, your physical stats would be changed. The skills don't. Okay, let's go back into Blade's Companion. Look at animals. I know cats are on this list. Strength is 1.
Oh man, I lose a die. Okay.
Okay.
Don't suppose athletics could call into play here.
Not for this one, no.
Dang it. Persuasion, pet me, pet me, pet me.
Murderous urge. Okay. Roll again. That was a tie.
Reroll 10s.
Yes.
Reroll 10s.
Okay. 7s are not successes. 1.
Okay. You almost get him. Like, but he does manage to slip past you and keep running.
Well,
Maybe he'll run into Saul.
I'm gonna be.
I thought last I knew. Oh, I guess Saul was coming back down toward the garage now.
I've
Well,
been coming down for 2 rounds.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to be pursuing him then.
All right. Saul, you get down the stairs and hit the lobby just as this dude is entering the lobby. How do you want to handle this?
Well, first, there's things that happen that I don't have to make decisions about. Because having forced movement 10 foot, speed 10 movement away from me.
Yeah, I know. Give me a minute.
Oh man, I'm gonna go.
He's going back down those stairs. Congratulations, you have succeeded where the others have failed. Maybe.
So once he gets in my range,
Strength plus athletics.
strength plus athletics roll at -5. Because I'm at a level 2 electric environment and crosswinds for another -3.
Well, green means go.
I guess. If he fails, he's going to be knocked down and I guess pushed backwards.
I think you might have killed Noel with that too. Oh. Get something to drink.
He is managing to keep his feet, and he is pushing to leave through the door.
Okay. Well, it will take his action to move against the current, regardless of his roll.
Yes, but he's so this isn't D&D where there's an action and a movement action. He can't attack or do anything of that nature. He just has to move.
Got it. Okay.
So he is moving and opens the door, which actually was just in the process of closing because a person who was an owl had already left the building, just ahead of him. You can make one other action to try to stop him from leaving the building before he gets out.
I move closer to him to keep him in range of my effect. And try and knock him down with my...
Okay, so you're going to basically keep it so that you have one more chance to knock him down before he escapes.
Yes.
Okay.
So if he's rather... I can use my... I guess it's an action to modify a tilt. So could I then I'll modify my current to be towards me.
Okay.
Now it's going to pull in.
Makes sense.
And I'll, let's see, it's an action for that, but the up or down just happens. So you can go press. I was at 2. Let's see if I go to 3.
Okay.
I have 2 successes.
Okay.
The difference at this point is actually nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm already at, I was just realizing that. So anyway, but I'm at 3 for tracking my ups and downs.
Well, a couple things that you notice now that you're right next to the door is that the darkness is gone. Whoever it was, Tabitha has left. The van is still there, but the bird lady and the owl lady have both scrambled into the back of the van. And so really the where were you, Steve? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you're in the garage. Saul is is the only one that's really in a position to stop it. So he gets one more attempt to escape before. And this is currents.
It's currents and crosswinds and level 2 electric environment and electrified. Electrified's the damagey part.
Okay. Yeah, he gets shocked a little bit. Doesn't seem to bother him much. You notice that he has a glimpse of metal in parts of his body. Not very clear to the surface, but it's like someone has stuck various small electronics, like household electronics, in parts of his body.
Probably not a thing to take into an electric field.
No, but they keep him alive. Okay, so basically, okay. He stumbles, staggers, but he manages to get in the passenger side door, and the car.
Can he not get in the car yet?
Oh, he can be in the car, but the garage is right there, and you are Seraphina right now.
I understand that. It's just that he's gone a long way in one round here.
Okay, that's fair.
I would like a chance to run him over again before before he gets in the car. It's just not reasonable for him to have gotten that far in one round.
Okay,
especially due to the fact that Marco has had multiple
messing with him.
to try and
Yeah,
stop
that's
him.
true. All right.
Plus, he's being pursued by a very fast cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'd forgotten that you guys were not that far away, but all right. So, all right. So, what are the cat and the car doing? Well, this guy is trying to get past Saul.
Well, I have opened the garage door, and I'm going to run him over as soon as he comes out of the door, the front door.
You're gonna have to run up the sidewalk, but that's fine.
What you have to? Yeah, no, I'm okay with creating damage. Here's the thing. I happen to be in the car that is the fastest acceleration in the world for for like a car that someone can buy. Yeah. So like it is going from 0 to 60 takes 2.3 seconds.
Okay. All right. So run him over.
Yes.
Wits plus drive. Yes, wits plus drive.
Wits plus drive, and I'm also going to do something completely extra super ridiculous if this doesn't work, because I have one last idea. I have crack driver, which lets me roll drive at the same time as taking another action. So I may decide to do something in addition to this, which is manifest myself on the roof of my car and take a shot at him.
Okay.
Because that's safe. So wits plus drive plus what's his defense? 4? I assume I have to.
Yeah, his defense is 4.
I assume I have to remove that. Let's see here. I add my composure to this roll because of my merit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's willpower. So I'm not trying to kill him. I'll make that.
You're just trying to run him over.
I am trying to run him over and end him up with like either pinned between my car and something or unable to move due to being run over. Let's see here. So I have double 9s. Five.
Okay.
That was actually a profoundly small number for the number of dice I got to roll there.
All right. So you managed to basically hit him in such a way that you crush his legs quite thoroughly. It's not like you could do precision strikes with the car, but
No, I get it.
about as good as it gets. So he's not going to be able to get in the car, in the van. Do you want to take a shot at him too?
No.
Okay.
But I am going to make sure that nobody's going to come get him.
Tamsin, are you going to do anything further?
Well, is the owl still in the lobby?
No, the owl turned back into a person and she has gotten in the van.
I need to get the license plate of the van.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
All right. The van sees that they're probably not going to get their compatriot back without a serious fight that they are not really wanting to do. So they take off in the van, going the opposite direction that Serafina was driving. The kind of funny thing is that the household appliance cyborg doesn't appear to be like in any pain when you run him over, and he doesn't bleed when you run him over.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and when you finish running him over and the van takes off, he just sort of stretches his legs, which should be shattered into a whole bunch of pieces, and they just sort of all pop back into place. And he stands up and he tries to shoot you.
God damn it. Is he above me in the round or below me in the round?
He is above you. He's
So
a
I
15.
haven't acted this turn yet?
So you can, well, you're also a car.
No, I'm
oh,
on top of the car.
You got on top of the car now, okay. Let me check something real quick here. Been a while since
Because I can manifest reflexive and jump back into the car in response.
Yeah, that might not be a bad plan.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I have to take another point of lethal.
All right. He shoots Serafina, scratches the paint pretty good, but it's a light pistol. It doesn't do, it doesn't have enough structure damage to really penetrate anything anyway. So essentially the armor of the structure prevents the gun from damaging him. Saul.
I guess I'll go outside and see that he's still there.
Yep, he's still there.
I'll move however much I'm allowed to move. And I'll just beam him.
Okay.
Trying to shoot someone, I'll make him blind.
Good plan. He just shot my car.
Oh.
It's time to reverse.
I need to just hold him in my aura for a while.
I know. He succeeded at not falling down this whole time. I can't believe it.
Yeah, he was
Is
he was
he
Vikinging those roles pretty good. I was impressed too.
so
But
if he
his
moves,
luck has run out.
is he back in my storm or is he farther away?
Well, you can get him in your storm pretty easily.
All right.
He's not that far away.
Well, then I'll beam him and put him in my storm so he
All right.
him down again.
So what? Okay. What is the end goal with this guy? What are you trying to do?
Prisoner.
What am I trying to do? Blind him and control him.
I mean, as a group, what is your intent?
Oh,
We need to take a prisoner.
Okay.
Hands down.
I don't think there's any world where you are not able to do that 4-on-1. He's an invasive, so he can take a lot of punishment, and he has a whole crap ton of anomalous biology, but there's an upper limit to what he can resist on you with nothing but a pistol.
Yeah, if he's still under murderous urge, we'll probably have to beat him into submission, which
Yeah.
might take a while, but that's the goal.
Okay.
if I get him knocked down, I could change my currents to cyclone around me and just tumble him around.
It's fine. We know that this is working. It's gonna be all right.
You're a human rock tumbler,
Gosh.
or a rock human tumbler, I guess. I mean, I could turn into a cat again just to threaten to sit on him, and let's see.
He's not the one that's terrified of cats.
Oh, well, he wasn't very nice to me, so.
He didn't shoot at you. He just kicked you.
He only kicked you.
I could.
And he shot my car.
All right.
Successfully, I guess, chased off the invaders.
Yes.
That's this guy.
We did do that.
What are you going to? So you just kept on having a shootout in broad daylight. I guess it's after dark, but in front of the building
He
might make it a little harder to find tenants. But the good news is that you have a conspiracy that owns the police and stuff, and we'll probably cover this up nicely.
It won't make the news.
It won't make the news.
Yep.
It won't be harder to get tenants. They'll never hear about it.
Yeah. All right. Where are you going to keep this guy?
Well, we have a hell of a lot of empty units.
That's true. So you're going to put him in an empty unit. Okay.
Did we render him unconscious eventually, or how?
Probably had to, in order to, well, at least initially, to get the murderous urge stopped.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, I'll shut off the storm, and then while they're moving him up, I'll just keep trying to shut off my lights because that one's hard.
All right. Eventually, you managed to turn off your lights. All right. So. I'm going to wrap up for now. And at least on this scene. I will say, though, that Saul, at about 3 in the morning, actually, not even 3 in the morning. Let's do this here. During all of this excitement, you got a voicemail from Charlie. Along the lines of, where'd it go? Saul, you are not going to, okay. Sorry, just stop moving for a second there, so we good? All right.
Yeah.
Saul, you are not going to believe what I've just found. I don't think you even realized how big this was. I have all the files I need to prove not just how awful Ginnungagap is, but holy yikes, this is so much bigger. It goes so much deeper than I ever imagined it could have. I need you to give me a call immediately. We got to talk.
I will give him a call.
He does not answer.
Oh man, he's dead.
He's definitely dead.
Is 3 in the morning or no?
Well, it's not 3 a.m. yet. It's probably closer to like 10 or 11 right now. You could go over to his house.
Well, first I need to get friends.
Okay, you're gonna bring friends to the house.
Possible emergency guys. Assemble at
Uh,
Steve's, quick.
Okay.
okay.
I'm
Another
buffing
one?
my car.
You're out there with that those little things you get out. You can see on like, the little marketing.
I have professional waxing equipment.
There's
Yeah.
I will
Anyway.
have you know,
I'll bet.
it's important to properly wax your car.
so we're missing how many doors on the building?
I love how you've got your priorities straight.
Let's not focus on maintenance work just now. We're running a little low on time, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I will
I'll
come
go.
eventually. It probably takes one of you bodily coming to get me.
I would say, yeah, if you want me to leave something that's been charged to me, don't make it be open.
I will go
Just-
and be armed.
Yes, I
There's a
will.
broken window when there's the door to your office is broken open, and there's a window in your office that has a piece missing.
All right.
Anyway,
I will come with,
A lot of light bulbs.
I guess I will bring my rifle, but am more prepared to go in reconnaissance mode.
okay. Are you guys meeting in Steve's apartment, or are you guys going straight over to his apartment? Charlie's.
We're gathering at Steve so I can tell them what's going on.
Okay.
And
Well,
Steve,
why don't you all come down and get in my car and we'll go? And you can tell us on the way.
okay.
It's
All
hard
right.
to prevent. It's hard to get me away from my car at the moment. Is the problem?
I mean, that works for me. I'll be bringing my
Rifle.
armor and gun. Yeah, so here's the text that my cop buddy just sent me earlier. I will read it for you guys.
Yeah, it's been maybe an hour or so. It hasn't been very long.
So when I got this after our scuffle, I gave him a call, or tried to, and he did not answer. So I'm worried he may have been got by Ginnungagap. That's too.
Well, we better go check it out, or you should check it out while I continue to buff my car.
Yeah. Or you
They
should.
scratched it. Can you believe it?
Well, then maybe you don't run people over.
I guess it's actually a house, not an apartment, but still.
You're not
Anyway.
What?
your car while you're driving, are you?
So something that you guys have got to know, and this was built in at the beginning, is that Benji does not understand that there is hypocrisy in how he deals. Like, somebody can sneeze around his car, and it's a problem, but he can run people over, and that's fine. He can trash the car while in a speed chase or whatever, and apparently that is totally okay with him.
It's his car to trash.
But if somebody shoots his car and scratches it, holy shit, that person needs to go.
I will direct you to Charlie's house, apartment, whatever it ends up being.
And I'm going to say a house.
I'll get you there really fast because I speed, especially at night.
To like cat up.
Ooh, unnecessary law breaking.
Yes.
I
Yes,
get willpower
yes.
for that.
You do get that willpower back. Good Lord. Okay.
I'll keep trying to call him in while we're driving too.
Yep. You get to his house, and it has clearly been broken into. like the door has been kicked in. There are no lights on anymore at the moment.
All right. Well, I'll turn on a flashlight and start running through, find whoever could still be here.
There is no one around, but it's clear that it doesn't. It looks like there's been some like tossing the place, looking for evidence. There's probably some things missing, like computers and phones, for example, and files, anything that he happened to have that may have potentially touched on whatever he was investigating. And
don't hear his phone ringing or something while
you don't hear his phone ringing while you're in there. And you get into the bathtub and you find that it looks like it's filled with a liquid that is, let's just say that someone had a sense that you were getting close and abandoned the bathtub of acid with your friend dissolving in it, your friend's body dissolving in it before you got here. So since you put him up to this would qualify you for a major instability, loss of your loyalty touchstone. Remember how I said earlier that if you have, it might be a bad idea or a good idea to save some experience points up for the purchase of a new variation. You have the opportunity to downgrade one of your, that major instability to medium and immediately.
How do I mark a major? Is it like
it's an asterisk? Yeah. So you have the option though to downgrade the major to a medium, to take a brand new scar of whatever magnitude you want, and to, if you spend experience, immediately entangle a new variation with it.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun. So good news is, hey, you might get no powers. Bad news is one of your loyalty just touched, someone just died horribly, and it was all your fault.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm ending for the day.
Cool.
Right.
Well then, that's happy.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So I have one remaining loyalty touchstone. So that means my loyalty is 1 and my conviction is 3 now. Is that how that works? Or does it stay at 2 and blank, or what?
I know it becomes 3 and 1 if you lost one of your loyalty touchstones. I mean, you now have capacity. You could pick up a new loyalty or conviction touchstone, but make it wavering initially. So, I have a suggestion for a vignette. I mean, there are a couple. You guys could suggest one too. One possible vignette suggestion that I have is Cosmo and Bjorn on guard duty of the invasive in the condo.
Well, that could be fun.
That could be fun and harmless and light. Or you guys could pick something much more serious and relevant to the plot if you wish.
Well, I was thinking the debrief from the people that get back to the other group after having done this invasion.
Okay. That would work too. So let me get you the. Hold on a second.
What's the experience cost?
4.
So I get.
You have to get a new scar.
Level 1, right? Level 1 scar. No.
Any scar you want. 1 to 5, doesn't matter.
Magnitude 1 variation.
Any variation, whatever you want.
Whatever fits whatever scar you take.
Okay.
You just get a new thing
Have fun.
with a new scar.
Yeah.
Traded your friend in for powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured this would take some of the sting out a little. This is the first time I've outright murdered a loyalty touchstone, but
have you met Marco?
I've met Marco, and this is specifically why I targeted his loyalty touchstone.
Okay.
We don't have to decide on stuff right yet. We can discuss it all in the next. Over the next couple
I don't know. Do I undergo some horrific change right there in the bathroom? Because that sounds.
Almost certainly.
That's great. Hey, is that a guy in a boom?
Why do you have so many eyes now?
Why do you have so many eyes now?
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
All right, I can go ahead and give you the. Let me pull these up briefly. Saeed, you got to capture.
Oh,
All right. So here are the renegades that you just stopped from destroying the portal, or destroying the thing making the portal not destroy the world. You have Helen, who is the luckiest of these characters. She is a surgeon who is now possessed by a goddess of healing and can turn into an owl and heal people. See if there's anything more. I think she's a pretty simple character that way. Beyond that,
That was Crowbar Owl Lady, right?
yep, that's Crowbar Owl Lady.
I want to play Crowbar Owl Lady.
Okay. She has an alternate persona that takes over when she wants to heal things, and she can't actually use her healing powers except when the persona is in healing goddess is in control. There's Ida, who was the more generalized shapeshifter, who turned into pigeons and stole the laptop, also turned into a chimpanzee. She has a rapid healing ability as well. And she has a horrible fear of cats. She's a veterinarian though, so like her original business and how she does things and her pets. She had pet cats that she now has abandoned.
And murdered.
And they've probably been murdered because Dunk is not so much with the delicacy of making sure things get dropped off at the Humane Society or whatever, animal shelter.
would they just have been left in her apartment?
Originally, but I think Dunk probably arranged for them to be eliminated. But regardless, she's a veterinarian without her cats, and can't.
So you're saying I
Yes.
can't have more feline manticores?
No, they're not manticores. They just were executed. There is Luther Light, who was the sort of the wheelman, the one that can possess people. Also has astral projection and some post-cognition abilities. He is a Olympic cross-country skier.
What?
Yeah. With genetic disorder, so now he can't go more than a couple hours of physical exertion without being completely exhausted and needing to go to sleep.
Oof.
Taking my
Oof.
Yeah, he. Now I'm kind of sad that we didn't take him prisoner because we have so much in common with him.
I know. It just wasn't to be. Plus, like he was the wheelman, so it was hard to. If you'd captured him, you would have gotten everybody.
I understand.
And then there's Tabitha, who was a college professor of civil engineering at the local University of Colorado, Denver. But she now has Bestial Mind 4, and everything is relentless. So she's constantly cloaked in darkness, constantly shutting down electronics, and she couldn't civil engineer her way out of a sewage drain right now.
How did they even point her in our direction? Like,
She is intelligence 4. She just can't think in terms of like long-term plans. So they have to kind of guide her by the nose. It's a little bit like communicating with the Hulk, except Smash isn't really her main thing. It's she still hates you. So probably a relatively easy lift that way.
So there's 4 of them left?
There are 4 of them, correct. Okay. There's Helen the owl, Ida the orangutan, Luther the body thief, the wheelman, yep, and then Tabitha the darkness.
And like, do they have like a community that they're still a part of, or is this a cell that is broken away from the main 25?
This is a cell that is broken away from the main 25, probably. I'll let you guys kind of explore that a little bit more if you want. I'll run with whatever you guys come up with.
Because I was thinking that they were like the party that got selected to attack us, and now they're like reporting back to the rest of the group or whatever.
Okay. If you want to do that, I don't have anyone specific for the rest of the group. If you want to make someone up, you can do so. That's fair.
So the guy that we had initially interacted with, that was kind of their leader for the other vignette, is he a part of them, or was he somebody else?
The guy who was...
You remember the interrogation of Dunk?
Oh, the interrogation of Dunk?
There was somebody that was posing as their leader. I'm just assuming that might be, somebody that was not, that's like not a combat guy or something like that. That like maybe that they're reporting to or something, that like sent them to go do it or something like that.
Okay, I will. I'll make a note of that. You can play them. I don't have a name. If you want to make one up, you can. If not, it doesn't matter. And I will actually stat that character up at some point.
A brain in the jar named Brian. Brian the.
Well, so I will either play Owl Lady or the guy that I just described, whichever is more useful.
I kind of want to play Orangutan Lady. It feels personal.
Orangutan and pigeons.
Does everybody have somebody?
Oh, I don't know. Someone tell me someone. I'm
I think
distracted.
somebody's been paying attention to New Powers more.
I've been reading things.
I understand.
I think there's Wheelman and Tabitha left.
Or the guy in charge.
Or the guy in charge.
Tabitha was Darkness Lady?
Yes.
Tabitha was Darkness Later. She's basically reduced to mostly animal instincts as far as dealing with tools go. Smart, cunning, but
I mean,
having a hard time with long-term planning.
I guess I can be Tabitha. I had the most interaction with her.
Okay.
I'm fine being the guy who they're reporting to, if that's the thing we want to do.
Good.
Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, so remind me what's the guy's name that got captured?
Saeed.
Saeed. Okay.
Yeah.
And you meant when Tabitha fell off the building, did get hurt, but then got healed?
Yes. The owl lady healed her on her way out the door.
Is she fully healed?
She is fully healed.
You guys, they got Saeed. I mean, I know that's kind of obvious, but what are we going to do?
Well, he should have kept up. I'm surprised he didn't. I mean, I got the computer. Isn't that... What was he doing?
I've got really important information that we got to get to Raymond. Are we almost back? Wheelman guy, like, what's his name again?
His name is Luther.
Luther, we almost back?
We have dinner.
When we get back,
Hungry.
can I shapeshift into a lion quick?
Medium and smaller creatures on this one. She
Okay.
doesn't have the full 5.
A
Okay.
little lion.
how about a-
Medium-sized lion.
A juvenile cougar.
All right. We're back. Let's go talk to Raymond. Hurry. I got something I got to tell him. Something Saeed told me.
And you didn't share it with us?
Well, it's important.
Well, so you
sure.
shared it with us.
I'll share it with everybody. Just let's go.
All right, you arrive at
You're right.
the hiding place. There
Where's
aren't as many
Saeed?
here as there were previously. It feels like the numbers are a little smaller every day as the conspiracy has begun picking you off one by one.
They got him. They got Saeed.
Well, look what we got. This tells everything.
That's a laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it's got everything on it.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
hey, Saeed told me that they've got a thing in the basement, like some big thing with like Tesla coils and stuff. Like it's big and it's important. We almost destroyed it, but then they came for us, and then we had to get away.
Are you sure this wasn't a heater?
What?
I mean, why? That seems weird to have in the basement.
Yeah, it's like a
Well,
big. I don't know. It's some big machine or something. He said there was just so much energy, and I don't know. Like he was trying to describe it, and I didn't really understand what he's talking about. But he saw something really important, and then we tried to destroy it. But then that guy, the maintenance guy, like came and
I fell off the building.
and that comedian, that murder comedian guy, like he showed up too, and he like lunged over at Saeed and almost killed him.
Oh,
uh-huh.
that one person who I guess took over for Abby, or not for Abby, for Karen. She said that she was on her side,
What?
None of them are on our side.
and she apologized.
She apologized?
If they were on our side, we wouldn't be disappearing every day. Why don't you get that laptop over to Glenn so he can strip it down and see what we can find off of it?
You know, it's weird that you say that, because that maintenance guy said the same thing.
What?
That he was on our side.
Give it to Glenn.
He like tried to, I don't know, he wasn't shooting back at Saeed. Saeed went crazy like he always does, and started shooting at this guy, and he didn't even shoot back. He had a gun and everything.
Duncan said the same thing, but again, it still isn't protecting any of us from them. So it may as well not be true. Why don't we're definitely going to have to plan another excursion in there, at least in an effort to get Saeed back, assuming he still lives. But it sounds like there's something of great importance there that we're going to have to look into anyway. So one of those two things at least.
And
We're
by the
gonna
way,
have to go
Saeed
back.
gave you the strong impression that destroying the thing that he saw in the basement would totally make it so that the conspiracy could never do to anyone else what they did to you.
Yeah,
Which is
I'm pretty
technically
sure.
true.
Which is 100% accurate.
I'm pretty sure that if we break that thing in the basement, like they'll never be able to do it again. And I don't know, maybe that was the reason that that they were so worried about what we were doing down there, because I almost I almost destroyed it. I had a crowbar and everything.
Well, I think next time we're going to have to try to find a way to enter the building a little bit more covertly, not tip our hand quite so much.
They definitely saw us coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was all dark and weird outside. Got there.
Luther would be aware that they have done something to the building to make it so that he can't walk through walls anymore. Like he has astral projection. So
Will somebody get Tabitha a freaking snack pack or something? She keeps drooling.
You said food when we got that.
Yep. Well, there's food in the fridge.
Good.
Go nuts.
Go nuts.
Tell her when we go again.
So what's on the
Maybe-
laptop? Open it. Like are
Yeah.
you in?
Oh, I'm not the computers person. Give it to Glenn. He'll strip it down. We'll see what information we can glean off of it.
Get in there, Glenn. Like, do it. It's important.
In the meantime, we need to start planning our return because we need something to draw all of them away from the place so that we can get back in there.
We need to
Right.
be here. We need to do something about that raccoon too.
What
A
raccoon?
raccoon.
Did you see the raccoon at the front desk? That wasn't.
I wasn't
No,
there.
I didn't see him at all.
You know, if there's animals all over that place, then maybe I can just walk in as an animal.
Ooh, if you got a good look at the raccoon, could you copy that?
Oh, you're so
Raccoon.
evil, Jake.
I probably. I'd look into my best approximation of the raccoon I saw.
Looks like a
I-
raccoon
I-
to me.
I didn't see him.
Did you go?
I
in the-
mean, don't all
Look.
raccoons look the same?
I was gonna say it's a damn raccoon. It'll pass muster, I'm sure.
yeah, maybe we could bring extra raccoons and like.
Just walk back in through the front door.
Did-
They'll
I don't know. Was he doing anything weird or something?
there seemed to be-
What was he like us?
I don't know. He was just there at the desk, and then he went after that one guy that I got to help me out.
It's one of them,
Maybe,
like us.
but maybe we can infiltrate them.
Ours.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. So like we could do some kind of covert thing, like with the raccoon infiltration, and I don't know, like, I mean, I guess they probably know what I look like now as an owl.
Yes, that's right. We must kidnap the raccoon.
wow.
Because, well, the raccoon's just
Replace the raccoon.
shapeshifter like the rest of us.
Steal his little vest and wear his vest in.
That scam
They'll never
website
know.
is going to be getting even more money off of the scam service animal certification.
It's true.
All right,
Well-
I think okay.
Well, we got to go get Saeed though. Like that's got to be part of it.
Yeah.
We got to
Get
free
him.
him. We got to do it fast.
Before they move them.
Yep. Getting Saeed and checking
That
out the
dunk
machine
guy
in
is
the
gonna.
basement.
That dunk guy is gonna go put him somewhere, and then we'll never find him.
Mm-mm.
Man, I hate that guy.
Yeah, we need to track him down.
Kill him.
Maybe we should track him down and then accidentally leave his location in the building when we go in next time. You know. I'm being dumb. Ignore me.
So what do we do next?
Get Saeed. Remember?
Yeah, but how? They're so crafty. Do you see that guy that like was with all the electricity? How are we gonna get past that?
I fell and
Unless you have any ideas, I think it's I think that's for the DM to decide.
I think it is. All right. So, I completely failed to talk about aspirations when we started, but I think we've got at least a couple of them. Benji did not have a chance to get the work on the angel killing done.
No.
Unfortunately.
I did not.
Are you going to keep that one or exchange it?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. It seems especially important now.
Deal with the darkness, lady. Saul, you got that one.
Yeah.
What would you like to replace it with?
I had deal with pigeons. I mean,
Yep, we'll get to you in a second. What aspiration would you like next time, Saul?
Find out who killed Charlie.
Yep. That seems like a pretty logical one.
Might consider post-cognition for your new ability.
I was actually, I mean, I have precognition. I was looking at the shadows of the past pretty strongly.
Yeah. just saying.
Steve, you did not have an opportunity to write any more conspiracy blog posts. Did you want to keep that or change it?
I'll keep it.
Okay. And then Tamsin dealing with the pigeons definitely happened. How would you like to replace that?
get fix all broken points of entry into building with stronger alternatives. Because if they're broken, that non-corporeal asshole can get in.
You are correct.
Hey, Marco, just one last thing about the Shadows of the Past thing. It would be pretty sweet to manifest in that bathroom.
I know.
The power going off and you seeing what happened.
I know. Also, to bring you guys with me.
Fun. Bringing
I'm
people
not
with you is great.
fixing the windows.
Shadows of the Past is really interesting.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
So Charlie wasn't married, was he?
I believe he was.
Oh, so I guess I could fix a widow.
I thought he had some family. I don't think it was all flesh. I think he said so.
Did you say you can fix the widow?
I miswrote it on my aspiration as fix the widows originally. I missed the
Okay. All right. All right, let's look at the logistics sheet, see what else we got going on. No one is doing anything weird with touchstones other than letting them die.
Nope.
That seems pretty minor, all things considered.
None of my
Okay.
touchstones were involved in the session.
Yeah.
Chapter MB. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Really interact with anybody who wasn't.
Yeah, well, it was just a combat for the most part. You were their touchstone. But,
Does
all
that
right, so
does
takes
that give us
care
beat?
of
It gives them beats.
Gives them
Gives
beats.
them beats.
Dang it, we're gonna have to fumigate the building against Jared again now.
I love how that's a thing. An ongoing concern.
Jared fumigation.
All right, so 3 beats apiece, and then there's 1 left in the beat jar.
Okay, so we should have 1, 2, 3. Oh. And 1 left.
All right. So now we have had the full thing. We've had both conviction touchstones being murdered horribly by characters, and we've had loyalty touchstones dying horribly. So,
Yay.
yay, Deviant.
going into this.
I had one going in, so it went 1, 2, 3, and empty.
We are having an discrepant. We can, I guess, talk about it post.
Okay. Okay. All right. And we'll see if there's any other logistics. All right, and did anyone want to spend experiences? I know, Marco, you're going to be doing so. And just
So
kind of decide.
I my 4, and then the major became a medium.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And I think that's it for the session. I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer on the Deviant the Renegades line. This is my regular tabletop group in quarantine. If you introduce yourself real quick.
Jake playing Steve.
Noel playing Benji.
Rachel playing Thompson.
Mark, I'm playing Solomon.
All right. Thank you very much for watching.